Today I just want to chat to you a little bit about marketing, and we talked to a lot of practice owners at Scale My Clinic, as you'd imagine, and the thing that I've found a really interesting trend, it used to be that GPs didn't really engage in marketing for their practices or individually, but dentists did. So the evidence on this is pretty clear that dentists, for the most part, there's been a sort of an undersupply or maldistribution of patients. There's plenty of dentists out there, and quite a few corporates in the dental space. Corporates tend to be really, hey Chris, dentists tend to be a bit more aggressive in going after patients, because when they get a patient, you know, the transaction value is high and they can see a return fairly quickly for their investment. So it tended to be that dentists were investing a lot in marketing. GPs, not so much. What I found more and more is that GPs are investing a lot more in marketing, and in doing so, they're often just throwing money into the wind, because when I ask them, well, what metrics are you using? It's really more brand awareness marketing than direct call to action marketing. And the problem with brand awareness marketing, that's fine if you're Coke or you're Ford or whatever, because you want people to just be aware of your brand, position it, Apple, you name it. You know, there'd be a lot of companies that that's relevant for. It's really not relevant for you as a general practice. You do need to know every dollar I spend, where does it go? So let me tell you, we track this really closely, and we can get you know, the acquisition costs are sort of $10-15 thereabouts per patient, and that's doing pretty well. Now if you just go straight with Health Engine or someone like that, you know, you're probably paying 15, 20, sometimes more per patient, and what happens in that environment is you can tend to find that, you're not selecting exactly the patients you want. If you're in charge of the marketing, you can be a little bit more nuanced about how you do it. Now, what people forget is how to get zero overhead growth. So zero overhead growth is how you actually get it without investing any money with a marketing team. And I reckon the vast majority of people I listen to have no idea about their acquisition costs and no idea about their marketing costs, but they're often thousands of dollars per month. So they're paying somebody to run it, and they're blowing money on search engine marketing, Facebook ads. Zuck will take your money, don't worry about that, but they're not well targeted. They don't have a clear call to action, and they can't tell how many people are coming into their funnel. So one thing that people often forget is email. Email is zero overhead. So yes, your time is involved in crafting an email, and email sales email or email marketing is not an easy thing to do as such. There are whole books written on this subject, and so the record email that we have sent out to our audience, and this would have gone to around about 5,000 patients, had 181 appointments arising as a result of it. So 181 appointments. If we were using the $10 to $15 per acquisition metric there for appointments, it would have been $10 to $15 per appointment. Then we know that was $1,800, $2,700. So the question is, are you using email marketing in your practice? If you're not, you really should. And if you'd like a tip on exactly how to get the most out of your email and to encourage them to be shared and on-shared by your audience, then just put tip in the comments below. And if you're watching this on replay, just put replay in the comments so I know who gets to see it live and who's watching it as a replay. Have a great day. Make sure you start to get into zero overhead growth. Cheers.